Okay. Hey Tabby, I gotta mod you on here. Hey Tabby, do I have box access? Here y'all okay. I gotta mod y'all up. Okay, I gotta mod y'all up here. Yes, you're fine. I'm past all the bullshit. I'll be honest with you. um, I don't have access to my moon filter. I'm kind of annoyed. I don't know if I need to update this version. Oh shit! Shut up, Jojo. You're not going to bed. Babe, have you come in so I can mod you? Sorry. Or you can come in whenever, honey, if you're watching that shit. That's fine. Not a biggie. Oh, I just need to know if I have box access. Tabby, you want to come grab a box, ho? Tell me if you got. We got boxes. Hold on, babe. I gotta add you. There you go. Okay. So you just don't even come and say hi? That's so fucked up, Tabby. You're wrong for that. Babe, come grab a box. Come on, grab a box. Yes, you're in the room with me. Grab a box. Let's be super weird. Grab a box while you're in the same room with me. It would echo. I'm not. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I really need to plug in my shit. Give me a minute. Um. So we have to keep it kind of demure on here, you know. If you're not tapping, you're napping. I in fact didn't have enough followers on here. I had like almost like 200 something, and I didn't have live access. So I did what a lot of people do on here, and you know, uh, you know, paid a little fee, and I have live access, and I have boxes, and I didn't have to do the 30-minute live shit. That's what's up. Oh, I can just see it now. I just want y'all to know. I wonder who's going to replay my live from earlier if they weren't streaming it. I'm just, you know. I just kind of wish people would just like, set aside, you know, their hate, all the hate they have for me, and realize that like I'm a fucking human being, you know. I really just want people to like, if you can't be nice to me and you can't be a fucking decent human being and just move the fuck on, like, just leave me the fuck alone. Keep my name out your mouth, you know? It's not that fucking hard. It really, really isn't. You know? You could share it and, tap it. I don't know, y'all. I think I have held myself together quite well through all this shit. You know? I truly think that I've like, you know, I've like, you know, a lot of people can't sit here and say that, I haven't changed in a lot of aspects in a lot of ways, because I have, and I've done them for myself, nobody else in particular. Um, it would be Rebecca, but unfortunately, we are dealing with, um, we're dealing with very, very angry, disgruntled women that hate their own lives, and they're out here living this fake, pretentious life on TikTok, and they're making everybody believe that their life is oh so happy and oh so grand, living this fake, pretentious life on TikTok, and they're making everybody believe that their life is oh so happy and oh so grand, and they like to sit around and sit with people that have the same mindset, because there's no free thinkers, and they all want to rally up together and have mob-like mentality and go after people that are so beyond over the shit. You know. I think it's kind of, I don't even know how you don't get secondhand embarrassment when you're literally sitting with women that have trashed you and bashed you and have treated you like shit, and y'all have all treated each other like shit, but y'all are all congregating together because y'all are hate bonding. And it's because y'all don't have anywhere else to sit. Y'all have nowhere else to go, so y'all might as well just sit together. And I do believe that too, Rebecca. I believe the end goal is for someone to hurt themselves. I do. I do believe that is Megan's mission. I do believe that is Megan's mission. I believe that she wants to try to destroy me so bad mentally that I do unalive myself. I truly do believe that is Megan's mission. I believe that's... Huh? That's not going to happen, right? Well, no. Okay, so... But I'm saying, but in her mind, right? Yeah. That's her goal. Yeah, but she's not going to be able to accomplish that. So... You know? It ain't going to work. Why? Don't ricochet out here. I mean, I will tell you, Rebecca, she almost pushed me to that point, honestly. That 22-hour live bullshit. That was not worth it. You were with me. You know? You wanna sit there and talk about all that shit? Between that shit, the fucking Andrew shit, I had everybody coming at me in all which ways. I was going through some shit with people that I thought were like my real genuine fucking friends. But I have sworn to myself ever since then that I'm never going to allow myself again, And thank God I do have Mike in my life, and he is here to, that's just it's just not. It, I've had to completely turn my mindset around on all of it and how I process it, because I will never, ever, ever allow another bitch to try to make me feel like I'm less than. You know what I mean? You know? And sometimes, like I said, I feel like that I have ignored a lot. I've not said nothing. I've just kind of just done my own thing. And it's just like, they just got to keep poking and poking and poking. And one day Megan will. She is the type of person that she will push somebody to that point. And then when and if that ever happens, Megan will be the type of person that says, what do you mean? I'm not responsible, for somebody's mental health. I'm sorry that they couldn't handle me mentally terrorizing them for hours and hours and hours on the internet. It was about all of us tonight. It was about it was about all the people that have been affected. It just comes to a point when it's just like when is enough enough, you know? What, baby? Huh? Who is? Oh, me? I don't care who's streaming me. I really don't care who's streaming me right now. I don't. I just genuinely feel that Megan is the type of person, and she has the type of, she will never quit. And Megan, you did not tell that judge to shut up in court. That woman, the judge, was actually more on your ass than anything, because you were trying to deter from the whole thing. The fact that I even said before we even got started, I said, if you can just agree on all sides, on both sides, for everybody to stop, you move the fuck on and leave. Well, I didn't say move the fuck on. I just basically say, you move on. Go focus on your plants and all your shit, and all your stuff and everything else, and I'll do mine. And then Megan literally said, absolutely not. Y'all think that I want to go to the courthouse? Y'all think that I want to go to, that I want to go to court, that I want to waste my time and energy and everything else? But when my shit is being doxxed, my new address that I just moved at, when my address is being shared and people are being told to try to hunt down my employment, to try to get me fired, and I've been dealing with this shit for over a fucking year. And then I got people that say, "Oh, well, she didn't apologize, or she wasn't remorseful enough for this. She wasn't remorseful enough of that." Like, y'all know that I've had my whole fucking life outed, lies spread about me, and for the love of God, y'all were sitting there trying to diagnose my mental health. I sent my shit to fucking Smashly, my fucking medical record, as y'all literally sat around and made fun of me. That's why I'm at this point. Like, well, fuck it. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. You got people that got to bring my name up in chats when I'm not even in lives, when I'm not even around. All y'all do is stream people so y'all can bully them. That's all y'all ever want to do, is live stream people so that y'all can bully people. Y'all sit in those groups and you sit in there. And all because I expressed my opinion about something that I went through with somebody, and a situation that I experienced that nobody else experienced, and y'all don't like the fact that I talked about that y'all fucking ostracized me, but y'all were okay.
Y'all were okay with supporting me and coming over into my lives and shooting the shit with me, but as soon as I spoke up about something, all because that individual was encouraging people like Dana, and Megan to terrorize me? Cool. I guess that gives y'all a laugh. You know? Yep, y'all gonna sit here and say, well, you know, Shannon did that one thing to Megan. She did that one thing to Megan, but no one's ever gonna set aside all the fucking shit that woman has done to me. Come on now. Smash your streaming. Come on, you want to get everybody? Come on. There you go. There you go. Y'all have a good laugh at that. Y'all have a good laugh. I could never do half the shit that Muck and Megan has done to me. Or Stephanie. I've talked my shit, I've bantered back and forth, but the fact that y'all fuckers have taken shit. I mean, how was it, Tabby? How many phone calls did Stephanie try to make trying to contact people in my family? How many times, Megan, did you get pissed off at me, and all because you were pissed off at me, you went and grabbed a hold of everybody that didn't like me, and you held alive, and you did the absolute worst to me? Megan, you literally told Sweet Cheeks that your mission was to terrorize me and to break me down so bad that I took my own life. You told Sweet Cheeks that. And you told Sweetbriar. You told them that you wanted me. You were gonna drag me so bad that I was gonna unalive myself. This has been your mission the whole time. Yep. And as I watched for 22 hours for multiple people to go in there and say the most awful, horrendous, unhinged shit about me for 22 hours, I had a live held about me. Sure did. And the very woman that you're over there sitting with that told me to get a protection order against you is now sitting with you. And you're so obsessed with me, Megan, that you literally paid Josh and Ida's electric bill to try to get a lick back at me, as if I give a fuck that you wasted your money on two lazy sacks of shit that don't know to do better for their own children. But you wanted to show me, so you paid someone else's electric bill. You paid over $300. Congratulations. That's $300 that you could have spent on your own daughter. But hey, you're going to show me. Hey, by the way, I hear that Ida she needs some medication paid for, and Josh just made a post. I was just wondering, maybe you and your followers could all gather up the money and pay for that too. But you're going to sit here and report somebody for taking 99-cent bag of chips? And bitch, we all know you drove without a license for how long? You literally told your friend Violet that she needed to leave your live if it upset her so much because you were too busy entertaining a P3DO and his mother and taking up for him. And you basically told Violet her feelings didn't matter, and if she couldn't handle it, to leave your live. That was your mod. That was your friend. That's how Megan treats her friends. But hey, you know what I'm saying? You know? You said, Tabby, you said her and her daughter follow them? Yeah, and what if they had a PTSD and freaked out on them, right? You're over here out here going on live on what were you going to try to be, the savior complex for fucking Walmart? You the Walmart fucking police? You out here policing over 99-cent bag of fucking chips? When you drove without a license for how fucking long? I don't care. I'm tired of you fucking with my friends. I'm tired of you being just a piece of shit in general, bitch. I wish you would just go plant your fucking plants or go dig in some fucking dirt. I don't give a fuck. And I'll tell you what, Megan, you know how much I am so over your ass. When I heard Indiana was having a storms, I thought to myself, you know what? A tornado couldn't fall down on a better trailer park than yours. Trust me. Trust me when I say this, that I have been waiting to hear that a certain trailer house has just gotten sucked the fuck up. That is how over your shit I am, bitch. And I will tell you, you were so. You just better be thankful Mike had the restraint that he had when he was in that courtroom, Megan. Because I tell you what, if he would have been able to speak freely, if he would have been able to tell you how he really felt about you and your behavior and your shit that you have done for as long as you have. But you know who was the calm and cool collective ones in the courtroom? It was me and Mike. You were all performative. You, Dana, and Stephanie. And then you had OG. OG was the only one that's told the semi-truth. Hi, voices. That was it. Stephanie's line asked, "Oh, I've never seen Megan harass or do anything wrong to Shannon. She's called CPS on her. It's her that's terrorized her family." And then, OG, you lied and you said that you've never given out my information or doxed my information. But see, I wasn't able to show that in court. I didn't even want to have to do this shit. I was kind of hoping if we went to court that I was just going to be able to say, hey, fucking Megan, you bitch, just stop your shit. And you were like, absolutely not. Because you're a fucking internet terrorist. You are. I think you're more vile and disgusting than Florida Man ever has been. I truly am. The fact that you're even entertaining a P3DO and you're being a sympathizer with his mother is sick as fuck to me. Y'all better start tapping the screen. Hi, Jenna. I mean, I don't get it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna go live again? You gonna go live tomorrow morning? You gonna replay my old lives? You gonna show old text messages? You're gonna show that one text that I sent to Pedro, back in March of 2025? The fact that you guys took the number off of my son's high school football jersey and you put me in that football jersey, y'all are disgusting as fuck, is what y'all are. You know? And when you went live, oh God, Megan, when you went live and you were gloating about when you had the sign and everything, you had the wig, you had the background, you were ready to go. You couldn't wait. Y'all were just waiting. Y'all were just sitting there, sitting off your poppers, and and then you were being dramatic. You were just putting on the theatrics. But you know what? I only needed one witness, one person, Megan, and that's been one person that sat there and literally kept it short and simple and sweet. He literally told that judge, if you don't grant this protection order, she will never stop. And after that, after you went live after that, and then you had Dana in there, and you had Stephanie in there, and you were doing all those things and replaying my live. Sorry, Nova's playing with a squeaky ball. I just want to let y'all know I'm not abusing my dog. Okay. I want to make that clear so you guys don't That right there. That's the TikTok terrorist right there. Y'all want to take a gander? There's the TikTok terrorist. Why don't you be original? Why don't you be original, Megan, and take that name? There you go. Trailer Park Trixie, the TikTok terrorist. There you go. You got something new to run with. You got some new material, Megan. You got some new material. Anything for some views, right? Anything to conjure up what? You're about your little 30 group of little friends. Your little cronies that you got over there. They got to walk on eggshells around you, Make sure you don't, flip your Trailer Park Trixie wig over there. But I found it very interesting when your husband was talking about beautiful women on the internet, but he failed to call you beautiful. He's talking all these beautiful women and beautiful people on the internet. Never heard the word beautiful wife.
Never let me speak.
Yeah. Me personally, Megan, this is how I truly feel, and this is some real talk. I think in your real home life, I think you act the way that you do on the internet when that live button is on. But I think when that live button is on, or when it's off and you're not on screen, I truly don't believe you wear the pants in the family. I don't think you control shit at all. And I think you live a very pretentious and fake character on the internet, and you have people believing and perceiving that you live this wholesome, so wonderful life, when the people that know the real you and that have seen your real life have been in your home and have seen the actual interactions in your home and the dynamics of it. The only reason why that shit has not been outed is because they're just completely the fuck over you, Megan. I do know that you confided into one of your friends, and you told one of your friends that you were actually having to beg your husband to fuck you because he hadn't touched you in 3 fucking months. because he was too involved with other women. And no, I will not disclose who that came from. But just know it's a reliable, very, very reliable source, Megan. You're a miserable person. Truly are. You know, you could focus on your plants. You could focus on being a better person. You could definitely focus on not being a racist sack of shit. You know, I know that when children are in a home, that children are, they can't really, there's nothing they can really do about their home environment. But I truly hope that your daughter becomes anything and everything but the likes of you. I really do. I really hope that she becomes a better woman that you never became or you never were, and you aren't. You're a fucking embarrassment. I am embarrassed with the fact that I ever came cross paths with you. And the fact that you even lied and told the judge that how we became friends is because I came to your platform because I had problems. And that people reach out to you when they're going through things. And that I reached out to you because of my mental health. And that's how you and I met. And that's a damn lie, Megan. And do you know Mike had his mouth covered pretty much the whole time? I don't know if you noticed that in court, but my God, Megan, if you could have seen Mike's facial expressions while you were lying your non-existent dick off. Actually, he was laughing. Uh-huh. Yep. And I really think you thought you were doing something when you had Stephanie and Dana as your witnesses. But actually, I was honestly fucking embarrassed for you. They did nothing. That was it. Your witnesses were trying to go and talk about me, but the judge didn't want to hear it. They wanted to know your behavior towards me. The judge didn't want to hear what I have done. The judge wanted to hear your witnesses, what they have witnessed from your behavior. And you just kind of stuttered. I think you forgot that, because I'll tell you what, one thing you didn't do, Megan, you didn't tell that judge to shut up. Matter of fact, I remember when she asked if you had any more questions, you was like, "No, Your Honor." And you only had one question for Mike, and it was because you were butthurt because he left comments under videos about you. You were butthurt at Mike because he had left comments about you under videos. As you actively have videos up of me on your page, people talking mad shit, including Dana and Stephanie. You know? That right there. Here you go. Trailer Park Trixie, the courthouse, Bubba. What else names do you go by? Who is Megan? What's up? Oh, you remember that, Megan? You went live and you drew my name on your forehead? Remember that? You were out there gardening in the morning and doing all your plants and stuff, but you had to stop. And you had to say, let's talk about Shannon. Matter of fact, let's draw her name on my forehead. All because you just want to have some laughs. You need a little bit of attention. You're going to be 46 years old in November, Megan. 46. 46. That looks like the happiest person you've ever seen. This is so much joy in their life. Y'all remember that? Oh, this is just satire though, because her platform is about recovery and addiction and satire. It's about helping people. You said that you help your platform was for people for in recovery, and this is you in satire pretending to OD around certain people that are in recovery. And that's what you told the court. There's one of your witnesses right there. Tell you right there. There's your top witness right there. Dana. Let's listen. Oh, there you go. You got vote for Pedro's husband. You got Trailer Park Dildo. You know, Trailer Park Dildo. It's taking my son's high school football number and making me a football player. You're real tough, Trailer Park Dildo, hiding behind a profile picture, hiding behind an account when you've never shown your face, your wife's never shown her face. I wouldn't show my face if I looked like a Joy Jr. either. Or a Joyce Jr. Yeah, I said it. Or y'all call me a lying sack of shit. There you go. There's my son's high school football number. I mean, what do y'all think? I mean, what are y'all like? Are y'all making jabs? Violet wants y'all to care about her mental health. Violet wants y'all to be. Violet wants y'all to give her a moment, to give her a minute. Am I plugged in, baby? I don't know why I'm at 2%. Is that son of a bitch plugged in? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm like 2, and I'm like, oh, it is okay. It just might not be like charging fully because I got it plugged in. But anyway, Violet wants y'all to care about the fact she hasn't showered and bathed in a week. She's been crying on the phone. She's been sad and depressed. She's been on the phone with her mom all week. She can't eat. She can't sleep. She's super sad. She wants it all to stop. She doesn't understand why people are doing what they're doing, but yet she's online doing this shit. Hey, on a good note though, look, there's me with my puppers. There's Miss Nova. Isn't she a cutie? We'll take a brief in. Look, that's her with her lammy. Are they still live streaming?
Turn that off.
I don't give a shit.
You playing with that straw? You playing with that straw?
I am playing with this straw. Anyway, yeah. But y'all just know, Megan, you're a sack of shit. You really are. And as far as I'm concerned, bitch, you're dead to me. You really are. You know, I've even thought about maybe even hosting my own little funeral, burying your fucking bitch ass. I don't know. You know, I'm at this fucking point. You, Stephanie, Dana, all your cronies, Vote for Pedro. Trailer park fucking dildo. Okay? Oh, Miss Kentucky over there. AKA Leo, baby. But like I said, and I'll say this again, Megan, this isn't a threat. This is just me just putting it on the record. It really is. It's just me putting on the record. Just pray you never cross paths with me. Just pray that you never catch me on aisle 5 at Walmart. Because I promise you, the day if I ever do see you in real life, Megan, bless your little fucking heart. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Y'all can take that with a grain of fucking salt, and you can take that and spin on it. Because after all the shit that you have put me through, and you have done, and you have not only done to me, you have done to Mike, you have done to his kids, you have done to other people, the things that you've just done to people in general, the things that you did to Alyssa, you said about Alyssa, you're a fucking disgusting, nasty ass, heartless bitch. Anyway, with that being said, I truly do wish a tornado would fall on your house. Anyway, Twister is my favorite movie. Too bad it couldn't have been your house. Anyway, I'm out.